up. Here we go. Alrighty, do you want to take us through this mid?
I'm gonna watch the Jono Pov. So he gets to mid. Looks like he's way faster. He's not gonna press the advantage. Anti goes for a bomb early, but he gets destroyed by his counter armor. And Chameleon, Pojkarna they're just pushing him out.
Well, Chameleon got very aggressive then. Their players were very hurt from the get-go. You know, Jono was down on 20 health. You know, and I think the soldiers Pojkarna were able to notice that and just muscle it out somewhat. We do see a scout running around through Cafe.
That's one of their problems with the overextending.
You know, Arnold got out of that, but it's equal Uber situation, so got the scouts Pojkarna here, just poking and prodding, trying to possibly get a force out.
I really don't like this push that they're doing. No reason to do it, and it's just a wall they have to push into.
Maybe they're just trying to muscle out with equal Uber advantage. I don't think
they've already taken a casualty. And now they're going to be pushed back out with worse positioning because they haven't pushed their advantage, which they did manage to get. So they were lucky enough to get in there with the trade, but they didn't push that advantage and they just got pushed right back out. Now it looks like the Uber's going to get forced. Yeah, this is already really bad. Lock's going to get huge here, from the looks of it. Oh no! Rainbow gets a good pick.
What do you see? Yeah. Alice getting forced out, but you know, the John is caught out. Oh, he gets signed down by Scott. The disrespect. But yeah, with only 2 up now, they're probably going to want to roll this all the way into last. They do see Demo getting pretty aggressive, but with spawns coming up for Chameleon, this is do or die for them. Big soldier bomb on the point, but with time on the point already, that's going to be all she wrote.
I feel like the plays in general are what are causing them to lose, just the main team decisions. You need to kind of slow it down and punish them for their mistakes. Trying to force this stuff will just get you disadvantages.
Definitely. And I think the problem there was, you know, we saw Chameleon pushing out off no real pick, and they in the end they just got punished for it. You see Soldier getting denied for Chameleon, trying to jump in, but nothing much happening.
Scout on that Scotch.
A lot of Chameleon players are really hurt at the moment, with 2 going down. Alice goes down though.
To Jono with the flank.
So this could be a good chance for Chameleon to re-push this. With only 2 up, they're going to get pushed out. With Arnold the only player alive, he's going to run all the way back to spawn. He's getting out of there, throwing out a few stray syringes. But this is to me about this looks like Chameleon are going to give up second as well.
Yeah, I hope they should definitely lock down second. Get any picks here. Although maybe they can defend it. Yeah, it looks like they can defend it. But they're losing anti like that. Just a bad idea.
Yeah, we do see Arnold now on the full Uber charge, but with the sniper up on Zato, this could go very well, it could go very badly. We do see Chameleon knowing, getting very aggressive. Arnold uses out onto mid. Doesn't seem to get many frags. They get Scotch down, so that's the demo down for Pojkarna, so possibly something. Zato sniping from Cafe though.
This is where I put like 1-2 people on the cap and just keep pushing it. Especially if that sniper, like get in there and start pushing it.
Definitely, and if that sniper goes down, Alice could get caught out here. Alice backs off just
this is their opportunity to get last now. They need to push it harder. And it looks like they've got 2 more picks, so this should be even pushing last, I feel.
Definitely, I think Alice got out, but I had no one to heal for a good 10-15 seconds. So Arnold's probably going to know this and going to want to go off. They are holding underneath, which is interesting. I've never really tried doing that myself. I'm not too familiar with how well it works. We just see a bit of pressure coming in now. Cool Ubers for both teams. Jono trying to get himself into lobby, but he does almost get caught out there. Gets rocketed back and he goes down with Tetrix, and Jono going down, Alice used that Uber, Arnold still has that full Uber charge, so possibly this could work out for them. They've used on last, Chameleon have used on last, and with only 2 players up, only Arnold and Rando up now. Didn't work out for them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, Pojkarna very quick to wrap back then and catch them out.
Yeah, that was a huge play, which they very well capitalized on, getting Div2 and then pushing out, and then going back for the backup. That was very well played. They're really pushing these advantages.
Good 30% advantage for Alice here. Probably wanting to just muscle out mid, see what they can do.
Yeah, they should definitely take mid right now. With
Rando's
Rando just
coming
respawning.
up, so they are a soldier down, so they could take this if they want to.
And they're giving positioning. There's no one on the choke. They can just walk in if they want, and they are.
They're getting very aggressive out of Valley, and a soldier gets caught out. Anti goes down.
Anti's just not really doing. He's just getting picked off before anything. He's not even bombing. Not good from him. He needs to at least be bombing to get killed like that.
Bit of spam coming out of Cafe, but Arnold and the soldier there are going to back off there, and this is going to be a mid for Pojkarna, and with Alice on that full Uber charge, you know, 20% advantage. Don't know if he knows if he's got it or not.
Oh,
it's certainly going to come into play.
They're just going in regardless. They're riding the momentum. But nice
soldier in onto Scotch, and good pop from Alice then, saving that demo man.
This is Rando's time to shine.
Alice and Lock go down though. And this is a lot of players down Pojkarna at the moment. Good defense from Chameleon. But only Paymo down, and this is going to be a wipe perhaps. With Zato up now, but he's not going to be able to contest this mid at all.
I feel like he might go for a play. No.
Maybe go for Sniper? I thought he might come up on interesting class, see if he could do anything with it. But
so that was a nice punish on that worst Uber. Looks like they're getting a bit overconfident, Pojkarna. They should have just taken that Uber and backed off.
We do see Arnold on 70%, you know, 30% advantage.
Shouldn't need to push that.
Down.
Sitting in a choke like that.
So they're not
when you already have your advantage, shouldn't need to do that. And there's already one of the flanks are open.
Oh!
And Zumoj got Arnold. Wow!
Great play by Zumoj then. Zumoj showing his worth right there. Huge play.
He just poked that choke, and he saw no one was looking at him, and he got on the medic. And he was a distraction to boot. That was just easy for him.
We just see Jono trying to defend second, perhaps, but...
Oh, they're gonna get a free second here and push on the last, definitely. I just wish they'd go a little bit faster before anything gets set up. And that heavy might be a little bit unnecessary, although falling back on a heavy after the Uber's finished. Looks like, ooh, Tetrix. The Jono gonna go overextended though, he shouldn't have been up there.
We do see Alice aggressing
Uber forced really early.
Sentry goes down, but frags are going the way of Pojkarna. Demo just spamming with a pipe there. Only 2 up now at the moment for Chameleon. This is do or die for them. Arnold's on 90%. He could get an Uber charge here to defend. It seems like he's going to. So it's going to be a, I would say a failed last push from Pojkarna.
The Jono shouldn't be overextending here. But he almost gets picked for that. The Jono needs to cool down a bit and use this to Uber advantage.
Alice has 50% on his Uber charge, so...
Anti shouldn't have done that as well.
They are poking and prodding now. Anti does go down.
Oh, this is a perfect opportunity. Oh, this is a beautiful Uber by Rando. This is at least 2 picks.
Lock goes down as well as Tamer, so...
This is where I'd push the player advantage right now.
Thing is, they're all pushing under, and Chameleon are holding in lobby. They could have possibly tried to go last and muscle.
And they know about it as well.
They've lost too many, and Alice has that full Uber charge now to defend second.
3 picks though, 4 picks. This is where you get on the demo man. I think you can lock him out. Anyone gonna jump? No, no one's in position to shut him down.
We do see possibly a wrap to Cafe coming out here. We see the medics bumping heads.
They need to pull off here, they need to back off. Oh, this is really bad.
The Jono gets dropped.
This is at least 2-3 deaths.
Someone's on Arnold, getting us. Is he able to get the pack? No, he goes down.
4 deaths. Yeah, maybe 5. Oh no. That was really unnecessary.
This is bad news, Bears.
Even Arnold acknowledges that, why they didn't know they had Uber this.
It wasn't even Uber. Yeah, it was.
It was 100% Uber this. It was, and they were sitting in a choke, 3 of them against the full combo.
That's unfortunate there. Chameleon get punished for that. We do see 2 up now.
A bit of Arnold's newness showing there.
Pojkarna.
Maybe not tracking the Uber perfectly. Losing track in the pressure.
We do see now Chameleon getting very aggressive with this.
Oh, that's a nice bomb by Zumwatch, doing lots of damage. It lets them get all the positioning if they use it.
Yeah, Dejono is very hurt now. He goes down.
But it looks like he's given the team his point by pushing them all out and taking
Chameleon want to recontest.
But poor focus fire. Looks like they have the disadvantage now, and the Demoman Scout will probably have a much greater advantage over a Soldier Scout.
Definitely, I think Pojkarna getting very aggressive. Anti does go down, so this looks like it's going to be a very decisive mid for Pojkarna here. Getting very aggressive. Arnold's on his own. If someone jumps from Valley now, they could catch him, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The Demoman coming in, he's going for the sign. Wow. Can he get it? Oh, he gets piped out. Oh, Arnold's on 96. Oh, he's going to get it. Oh, that could have gone.
That Scout Suicide would probably be fine, but the Demoman Suicide might net them this point back.
I think it's the Scotch feeling a bit overconfident.
But the Jono overextending.
Bit of interesting
Either Arnold needs to be on him with the pocket, or he needs to back off a bit. And he just lost 2 just like that, because they were just ever so slightly apart from each other.
They're going to lose second because of this as well.
And there might be maybe another pick as well.
They're wanting to contest this. Lock does go down to the Rockets of Anti. But it seems like Pojkarna are going to be able to, quite comfortably. We have a sniper up as well. Zato, let's see what he can get. Anti goes down to stick his Scotch. We just see Uber exchange coming out. Alice has a significantly better Uber here, not having to flash as many players.
This is where Locke does his thing. But where'd you go?
They're backing off this. Tetrix and Anti are down at the moment. This is a great time for them to push. They lose second. I'm not sure how I feel about this. We see a rocket in at the moment on Alice. Alice goes down.
They're gonna get second off this.
Interesting retake.
Oh, Dejono overextending. Oh.
Jono doesn't get
just
caught
managed
out.
to survive there.
Scotch gets taken down as well. Chameleon able to hold on for a second. Arnold goes down though to Paymer. Great work by Scout there. Dejono goes down as well from a Scout. It's looping in there, seeing what he can get. We just see now Alice backed off to the back of mid there. Possibly looking to just hold this. Bit of an advantage for Alice here.
Not gonna be much.
Good 20%.
It would have been better if you went crits there.
Arnold hasn't healed yet at all. I'm not sure what's happening here. It appears like he hasn't. Now he starts healing. Now he starts. But big, not actually minimal advantage. Only 10-20% for Pojkarna, and they're going to assume that
Zumwatch overextending a bit there, but Anti doing likewise, as both teams seem to not be backing them up fast enough.
Big damage coming out.
The Scouts going to town on the combo, but they're both taking damage from the Demoman.
Alice gets taken down again from Rocketeer with only Arnold up. Looks like it's going to be his second for. Oh, Arnold goes down to the pistol of Paymer. With only they do get spawns now. So they can defend this last quite comfortably. But it seems like Pojkarna maybe want to push off this.
This is where I'd love to see Alice go crits. Dear. But they have a sniper at least. Just looks like they're more confident in their sniping than their Demoman crits. Which is fair given. Which is 55 headshots.
We see a bit of an advantage for Alice, but I don't think he's going to know that he has it. We see a Scout looking up there. In lobby.
Oh, Anti, that was a good bomb. I don't know how he got in, but that was a good bomb.
Scout's gonna get caught out here as well and possibly play with his life. He does. Tetrix goes down, trying to maybe get a play onto the med and get a force out or something similar.
Manages to survive here after overextending.
Alice goes down again. I didn't quite see what.
Yeah, he got bombed by flanking Anti.
We just see a heavy getting pushed on, and Arnold gets sniped, and he is not happy in the chat. You can see that
he's just getting dropped here.
He is not very happy at all. We just see a sentry gun up though, in the sneaky spot.
This is definitely Uber-Red, and they know it.
Hopefully we can see a good push come out of Pojkarna here.
Still in the Uber though. They're not grinding that efficiently. Need to be grinding harder than that. They're going to use the Uber advantage. Because they've already caught up, like that's how much they're...
We do see Pojkarna maybe poking here a bit. Lock does go down.
Trying to get the engineer. They fail at that.
I know they're heavy I do
like the setup though.
Push into a heavy at all.
I do like the setup of how defensive they are. Like they have to really peek to shoot the sentry gun and the soldier that's up high.
We do see Zato just looking through Rollador there. Onto that left side. Possibly trying to get a pick or something similar. We do see equal Uber-Red now for both teams. There's that heavy up for Pojkarna. But we do know the sentry is up at the moment. Zato looking for a snipe. Seeing who he can get. Doesn't really get anything so far. They know that he's on Sniper Man. So they're not going to go too much. But Arnold getting very aggressive here. And he's still watching that choke. He could have got possibly Jono there. Or Rando getting very aggressive.
Jono getting picked.
Jono gets picked and they're going to go off it. This is as good as a pick as they need. You see the Uber coming out getting very aggressive between the two teams. Big flashing coming out from Pojkarna here, but still equal Uber-Red. Possibly anything. Arnold goes down in the fray after that Uber. And this is possibly what Pojkarna were looking for. Zato's still up on Sniper, but Jono getting very aggressive, trying to clear them up with Tetrix and Rando go down. They have eyes on the sentry, they know it's there, it's taking a fair whack of spam, it does go down. This is going to be it for Pojkarna, they're going to want to push and get aggressive here. They're on last. And it seems like they're wanting to focus on frags more than getting cap time on that point.
Yeah, they're already really low and they used up a lot of ammo. And the respawners are in now.
Yeah, they're going to get punished for that.
And Alice is done. Yeah.
Rip Alice. So it's going to be a second for Chameleon.
For the Zoom watch bomb as he's in Valley.
Yeah, we should see, yeah. Possibly even Lock going in for something here. Just spamming it out.
Lots of good damage on the scouts.
Tetrix does go down.
Aim on the sniper. His positioning is questionable, but
you see the sniper looking in. Arnold pops because of it. Doesn't want to drop that sniper, and they do get Zato and Payment down. So good picks for Chameleon here. Think what they can get. Lock does go down to the rockets of Rando, and Alice gets caught out from a rocket from Anti. Very aggressive here, and it's going to be a big advantage for Arnold, and they know they have a only 2 up now at the moment for Pojkarna. They might want to be possibly pushing this. Both scouts getting very aggressive, both getting caught out there. Amo coming down.
He didn't need to do that, especially with pipes. He's being way too overzealous as a dumb man.
Yeah.
He needs to have that line of caution. He does not have a rocket launcher that can destroy anything at close range. He needs to pace himself into that damage and medium to fire range.
You see full Uber advantage for Chameleon. We just see Soldier spamming it out, getting very aggressive. Possibly going to get punished for this.
Too much looking to make
Scout out onto Jono. Jono very hurt right now. They do Chameleon on last though. Was that just a scout going in for a sack? Yeah, Rocket's here.
Looks like he's going for a backup. Everyone's piling on this point now, so this might be Chameleon's time.
The fray is, once that point gets a little bit, once it gets a nipple hairs away from
but that Jono kill, it's over. And Paim's just gonna chase out this medic. This medic's done for. Oh, but he decides to cap, which I respect that idea, considering he's already got Uber-Red.
Is he Scout and Medic trying to contest, perhaps?
No, they definitely won't. Paim, strong decision to just cap there. He doesn't need the Uber-Red or the kill on the Medic. He'd rather have this quick push in the middle. And
because of that, very forward though, and he's on a significant disad. Just gets punished for it so hard. Rocketeer and Arnold both going down in that Uber. And it's going to be a midpoint take for Pojkarna. You see big soldier bomb coming in. Alice goes down in that post-Uber fight from Rocket from Anti. And DeJono takes down Paymer. But this is going to be forward spawns coming out now for Arnold and a few of his players. So they're going to want to back off this. They've got a bit of an Uber advantage. 20%, 30% to contest second. It's going to come down to how this kind of hold goes.
They have Paymer on heavy though, so it's going to be hard to push. But likewise, it's going to be hard to re-push with the heavy. Let's see how they play this out. And they do know that they have a heavy. One of the scouts peeking in.
Definitely, we do see Arnold possibly grinding that a little bit. But, you know, he has a full Uber advantage, and I think he probably knows it. I think he's feeling pretty confident about this. They use out. Soldier gets blocked by the house in that jump, unfortunately. Collapsing on, and Anti goes down in that. As a heavy, so cleaning up. Paymer taking down 2 players and weakening another one very significantly. Chameleon, that just really didn't work out for
Alice
them.
Now 99%.
Alice has that full Uber charge, but drops, unfortunately.
Gets the Uber saw that gives him 100%.
And yeah, that's a shame that happened. Nothing really can be done about that.
Yeah, they didn't focus down the heavy, and they were so overzealous to get those picks. Like, they did manage to lock out the players that were stuck outside Cafe. But they just didn't kill him. They didn't have any focus. They wanted to do damage to everything instead of killing 1-2 things, which is what they really should have had.
But yeah, we do see, you know, second point being retaken at the moment from Chameleon. About a 20% Uber advantage. But we do see Zumod, Scotch, and Zato all going down.
Gets a free kill like that. It's not good from the combo of Chameleon letting Payme do that.
Yeah, Arnold does go down. So that bought Pojkarna a bit of time, and probably this second. They're still fighting this mid.
Yeah,
Lock does get taken down.
Time, and DeJono might get picked here. He does.
Certainly
These scouts are just doing so much work for Pojkarna, just buying so much time.
Yeah, certainly buying a lot of time for their team. Pojkarna are even going to be able to take this mid.
Oh, they're going to retake it and they're going to push. Oh, Alice must have died at the same time as Arnold did. But yeah, just going to get this mid. And Anti dies without really getting much done, so that might be a free push on a second. Especially since DeJono is stuck in there. If Zumod is going to go for it, and DeJono gets picked. Oh no. Just overextending again and again, and Zumod is just capitalizing on these mistakes that DeJono is making.
This is bad news for Chameleon, with the soldiers getting very aggressive from Pojkarna. So this is going to be a second for them as well. It's going to be equal Uber fight. DeJono comes back up, so they're able to defend this, but you know, Pojkarna are just going to muscle their way into lobby right now. DeJono getting very aggressive once again. Almost gets punished for his troubles. It's that equal Uber charge. Jono getting good damage in to lobby there, but no real picks from it. We just see the Uber coming out from Alice. No advantage.
Yes, he gets picked.
Jono goes down though. It's going to be bad news for Chameleon unless they can convert some frags their way. And we do see Scotch coming in for a bit of repush there. Huge damage raining down upon the point from him.
Shoves that up in that position.
Scotch goes down, but only 2 up now for Chameleon, and time's on the point. This could be actually right with Anti up, and yep, this is going to be it. This is going to be first half going the way of Pojkarna. Very decisive half on the map that they picked. You know, a bit of back and forth.
I wouldn't say that it's decisive. That was a 25-minute 3-0 where both teams are pushing each other to last. But they were just the scouts of Pojkarna are just capitalizing more. Like the flank in general are just capitalizing on their mistakes more, and DeJono is getting picked so often, along with Arnold, by the scouts. The rest are just not doing much apart from that. But the 2 important players that are actually like doing damage and healing everything are getting picked very easily.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I just like that kind of those last pushes from Pojkarna we saw there. it's kind of happened that, you know, like Alice was getting taken down to around 60%, you know, and so was Arnold, just back and forth, which kind of led to a bit of that stalemate there. I felt players getting caught out more so. Well, not so much caught out, but
to be fair, I do feel like Arnold should have been on DeJohno there, because he was left alive for quite a while and he could have been saved. But then at the same time, I feel like Rando had to use that 50% override to get some kills and get some positioning. Looks live logs.
Looking at stats though, we do see, you know, DeJohno top of the damage again. We do see Scotch, you know, with very similar damage, you know, only under by about 200. So
less deaths and healing, ever so slightly though, and way less damage taken, which explains how much how forward DeJohno is all the time, trying to be a one-man army, which you really can't do against these scouts. They will 1v1 you.
The scout story is, you know, as you can see, there's both scouts at the top of the board in terms of kills for Pojkarna, you know, Zato and Payma. I think, as you were saying, you know, those flank was
pretty good damage for playmaker scouts who will happily trade themselves for the combo to get advantage.
We do see, you know, Rocketeer up there as well, but I feel like Tetrix has really hasn't really been able to get a word in edgewise, you know, especially on Via. We saw him pretty low on the frags, and especially in this half as well. He hasn't really been able to.
Rocketeer's doing he's doing a lot more work than Tetrix. He's trying to keep the scouts out, which is why it's a lot slower this map. But the scouts aren't getting away with everything, and he is shutting down like soldiers and combos. Do we have another pause?
We do have another pause. So we must be...
must be something wrong with Alice's config.
I think what I was saying before previously was there was issues with crosshair or something similar for one of their players.
Yeah, Locke doing a lot more work from the looks of it than Rando.
Yeah, we do see, you know, obviously Rando taking a fair whack more healing. That's obviously what happens when people are on the back.
Yeah, the heals are just explaining a lot. Even though he's keeping even, he's taking a lot of heals. Although, I don't know if heals are playing a major part, considering it's the kills that they need. They're not focusing down things, and they're letting these picks happen, which really shouldn't be happening.
Definitely. And we do see the second half into play at the moment.
I want to see what Zoomwatch does this mid.
We see Scotch a lot faster this time than DeJohno. Getting a lot of good sticks out and delaying Chameleon a lot there. Buying his team a lot of time to get in on this point. We do see DeJohno, Anti and Rando going down. So really good work.
Gets a 3k there.
Rocketeer's done as well.
Quite dominating from the scouts.
Yeah, very decisive bit from Pojkarna.
They're already pushing this advantage.
They're wanting to get very aggressive with this. Yeah, DeJohno's probably going to get caught out here. He gets spammed out and he does go down. There's a scout onto Arnold. Pojkarna getting very aggressive with this, and they're probably going to want to go off this straight away because DeJohno's going to be up in 10. They're probably going to want to rush this in.
Yeah, get a pick or two, force Uber out, and then go back in.
We see the Uber coming out here.
Anti's really low.
Lock Anti going down. Lock goes down as well. Scotch goes down. We do see Tetrix timing out here. 2 players down for a Chameleon, so they must have had 2 timeouts there. But we do see that pick not working out, and Arnold does get an Ubersaw on a player. So, you know, big advantage for him at the moment, 60%, and that's probably going to equate to a, you know, 70% advantage. We do see Chameleon coming out here, taking second point back, and probably wanting to come in and contest his mid with that full Uber that they're going to have. Taking it through Cafe, it seems. Getting spammed out a bit, though, so Arnold's probably going to have pop a bit earlier. And he does come out and pop now. Big damage onto the combo, and
huge bombs.
Soldiers taking out Zato, Alice, and Zumod.
Scotch doing his own damage of his own. And he helped with 3 kills.
What is that heavy though? Hayward is spamming that soldier at the point he does go down to the shotgun of Rando. We see Zato coming out getting very aggressive here.
He's a bit ambitious here.
Possibly just trying to buy a bit of time for his team. We're having those spawns come up now so they can contest second, and it seems like Pojkarna are going to want you to defend this mid.
Oh, very aggressive Malice. Couldn't pick that, but he gets out with his life. That could have been an opportunity that Chameleon could have capitalized on, but they didn't see it, so that they lost. Although they do have Uberad, and they do have a pick. At the trade of Jono, which is once again a recurring thing. But what a huge flank from Chameleon is they get the medic.
Huge.
Looks like Rando's going to get the Dem Man here as well. No, doesn't have ammo.
No one's capping up second though, and they seem to want to be going. Oh, no one's even got mid yet.
No, they do have mid, and they're capping second now.
Oh, yep, they do. They're busting a back cap, I thought. And yeah, we see them capping up mid now.
Oh, but here comes the suicide on the medic. Nice defense from Rando as he shuts down Soldier Scout. Hopefully, yeah.
Great work from Rando.
But still, people are going after Arnold's. But looks like he survives. Oh no? Just survives. So that gives him a slight advantage, a bit advantage. Sniper and heavy for last defense. I don't know. Yeah, I probably would prefer like an engineer as well, just because you can switch off like immediately.
Big Uberad here for Arnold. He probably knows it. Probably want to go pretty soon. He's going in. He's got the pop in. Brings his demo on his soldier in as you'd expect. Big spam here. And Alice goes down. The rockets of Rando there. So they can play off these heals ad. Zato goes down, but with 2 down for both teams. Who knows? We do see a fair few going down from Pojkarna though. Only 3 up at the moment. 2 up though. Arnold and Anti. Focus fire. I just kind of felt like it wasn't there. They kind of got in, got a few good picks with
damage. Didn't like that immediate pick on the medic. I feel like getting combat classes would be way more worth it compared to the medic.
I think they were expecting possibly Alice to have a be closer to Uber then. So they kind of.
I feel like 2 picks would have been worth. Would have given them more of an advantage than getting a medic pick there. Especially since he was out of position, trying to dive for the medic, and he died as well.
And we do see now. We see Pojkarna coming out and trying to muscle this out a little bit. Trying to get some picks, come back take this mid.
They really shouldn't be getting away with this, but no one's holding the chokes properly. Even though they are doing great damage.
Rocketeer goes down, Alice goes down to the rocket of Anti. There's going to be a significant Uber advantage going the way of...
but I don't like how Jono is pushing alone by himself down the flank. This is one of his traps he falls into a lot. But he gets a good flank. He gets a pick for it.
Going the way of Chameleon.
It paid off for him this time. Something I feel like he needs to limit in his repertoire, or whatever that word is.
They're pushing out onto second, but Arnold went Valley and all of his players went Choke, so he hasn't been healing anyone. He does have a full Uber. Maybe my HUD wasn't updated then, because it said it was on 55% for me. So I am not sure. But we just see the Uber coming out here. Good focus fire onto the heavy from that soldier, but he's used all his rockets for it, and he does get it.
That was a huge damage thing, but they're on the point.
Frags going their way again, but it seems like they just can't make it happen.
Ooh, big.
The Jono coming in now, duking it out with that demo. This could be it. When his nipples hair away, he needs to get on the point.
And he does.
He caps it up for his team. I would love to hear the mumble comes for that one, because that would have been an experience, I'm sure. And that is Chameleon taking their first round in this game this evening. So we do see it now, 3-1.
Scotch is pretty fast in this mid.
Definitely,
Looks like he wants to push it. He's much further across the point. But he's very low. Wow, he's almost dead.
Yeah, certainly Scotch is very hurt at the moment. Anti does go down though to the Scattergunner Zato. Chameleon maybe want to get aggressive, but they lose too many and they're going to want to back off this right away. They're only 3 up. And it does seem like the Soldiers going to want to chase here. Scouts buying a fair bit of time for their med.
Yeah, that could have been way different if someone just did like 12 more damage to Scotch there. But instead all that damage they did to him was wasted. And they had to reload and brace themselves for the counter-aggression.
And we do see here both teams on that full Uber charge. We're just gonna, maybe see a pick coming out here, maybe a sack. The Jono goes down though, but Scotch and Kamer go down as well. Anti goes down.
A nice flank from Anti there.
Both meds exchange Ubers.
Zeta going to last.
Yeah, Zeta
against
was on last. 2 scouts to greet him though.
But Locke gets both combo, and now he's only got 2 scouts to deal with, so this is probably round over. Unless Tetris goes huge. And he does, he knocks out Locke 1v1, even though he took a rocket to the face.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
But Scotch!
Back cap.
Scotch
nice
and Pain.
work.
Pain baits them onto the point and they don't see the stickies getting laid as they focus directly on Pain. So that gets them around. Quite nice coordination actually.
Yeah, and we do see it's 4-1 now for Pojkarna, so
Jono going a slower route this time.
definitely. We do see Chameleon getting pretty aggressive on this. Big damage onto Jono though, he's very hurt. Hamer and Zato both go down, as well as Zuma.
This looks like it's Chameleon's mid. They play their cards right. Just a combo, and they can get spender very easily against the other combo. The Lock is going huge though, and he's still alive, which is even more surprising. This should have been their mid.
We
and
see
they're gonna get Jono?
Uber exchange coming out between the 2 teams.
Jono like dancing around and he finally gets picked. Getting and they also force the Uber. Hopefully they don't lose the medic. There's a wall of players in between them and the medic, so they do get the medic, but they might lose everything because of it. So that was not a good decision. Yeah, they've lost everything. Now it's all up to Rando to maybe get a pick so they can help defend second. Then he misses that opportunity, so now he might get picked. Oh no, Zeto with less than 100 health getting picked off there.
And we do see
but Zeta's getting flanked. Sorry, Rando. Looks like Pain chokes though. But Locke comes in and he just helps out his scout. Makes it an unfair fight and gets Rando there.
We do see we see all of Pojkarna.
Locke is just soaking up so much damage and he's getting picks more than damage himself, which is really important. But there's a soldier behind, so Alice needs to be prepared. And I'm pretty sure they know he's behind. They know he's behind, so
They might just ignore it though, they have a big Uber advantage here and
Yeah.
they probably want to close this out. We do see Pojkarna muscling in a little bit in lobby here. Trying to maybe get a few picks, but they know they have a big ad, but
Ooh.
Locke goes down. This is probably
I
gonna,
still think they can use it though.
they may be wanting to go with this, but they do see a Roma play, they get a force out in lobby. Ansi does go down, maybe they can get something else with this?
Nah, not with a heavy. There's just not enough damage, it's going to be forward. And they're going to trade a player.
Force comes out.
This heavy's done for.
Rip heavy. But we do see here
Scout battle down below. They're both back off.
yeah, we're going to see maybe just a reset here. I don't think Chameleon want to push this given this is the round they need to save. If they lose this round there.
Yeah, they can literally park the bus
done.
and wait for these mistakes.
Huge soldier bomb coming in. But
And here come the mistakes right now.
it's
There's
taken
this
down.
double bomb that they put everything into. It's not paying off. It looks like they might get more picks here. No?
probably
Rocketeer
gonna
going huge, going to his own 2 picks.
Scotch does go down though.
Final control point is being contested.
But
Oh,
he's
the
a
back cap.
and that's going to be all she wrote. That is Pojkarna taking
that was
Sunshine 5-1.
Yeah, that was like an all-in play. But Zeta just smartly realized the all-in play was involving all their players, so the back cap was the easiest to.
It felt like that half was a lot more decisive, or maybe it's because there was less caps to go. But a lot more. I felt like it was a lot more aggression on those mids out from Pojkarna, especially after they got that other round. You know, there was one in the bag. They wanted to close it out. I think they wanted
the pushes were decided very quickly, and mistakes were also capitalized very quickly by Pojkarna whenever that happened. So whenever something happened for Pojkarna's advantage, it was very quick.